Hello and welcome. Here I am pouring and scraping the 8 layers of Tulip Fields. This is scented with a rose quartz scent, which is really nice and floral. It's not super rosy at all. And I really love how it behaved with these layers so that I could make sure that I got all of the detail in.
Two plastic Easter eggs filled with mung beans. Two Christmas tree ornaments filled with jingle bells. Two wads of masking tape tied together with a pink ribbon.
Today's soap is cotton candy, and it smells exactly like cotton candy. It's actually delicious. Wish I could eat it, but sadly it's just soap, so we have to stick to just smelling it. The design inspiration for this one, I'm going for a nice cloudy pastel sky, so I'm starting off with the blue. I didn't mix enough, this is why I'm adding in some more, but I don't want it swirled, so I'm mixing it in so it's just a solid blue. And I cut up these cardboard pieces beforehand, and what I'm going to do with it is scrape the layers of the soap so that it gives like that cloud design. All I had to do was let the soap sit for like 10 or 20 minutes between each layer so that I could scrape it. So this soap making technique is referred to as sculpted layer soap. I've done it once before, like a few years ago, but I wasn't too crazy about it. I thought I'd give it another shot now that I kind of understand soap making a little bit more. It just requires a lot of patience because you really have to wait between each layer. I think this soap took me like an hour total to do, which is insane. It usually takes me like 20 minutes to make a soap. So I sculpted the first 2 layers of the soap, and now I'm adding in this nice light pink at the end, and this is actually going to be the bottom of the soap. It's going to make a lot more sense once I go to cut it, which I will post right now.
This soap did not go as planned. It accelerated very quickly. It was not supposed to, but it did. So you can see me like frantically just trying to mix in the colors before it got too thick. Thankfully my daughter came in to help me hold my camera because my tripod also broke. Yeah, that's fun. So I had to come up with a plan really quickly for how to make this soap any bit salvageable and not just drop it into the mold. So yeah, basically I just started doing these little dollops of color, hoping that that it would look good. I'm hoping to get a really nice pattern on the inside from doing this. We'll see when we cut into it later today. But yeah, this is a rose fragranced soap. It smells amazing. And I love how the colors came out looking. But this was supposed to be a beautiful drop swirl soap. The colors were just supposed to like swirl together so nicely, and I had this amazing plan. But sometimes in the soap making world, your plans just do not happen. But yeah, so here you can see me just globbing this on in there and tapping it down so that we don't have extra air in the middle of the soap, because that would have made it even worse. I'm trying to make sure that everything blends together nicely so that we have a nice solid bar of soap. And yeah, I'm wondering at this point where it's gonna go, but I'm like, okay, I'm running out of batter now, so I'm just trying to think about how I'm gonna do the top and make it come out and look halfway decent. So I started just putting this darker pink shade on top and spreading it around, and then I look over and realize, oh yeah, you have more in the bowl that isn't even colored yet. So I'm like, okay, just run with it. We don't have time to color it. Maybe it'll create a nice little blend of color. I don't know. So I dollop it on top and I'm spreading it out, and I think honestly it turned out pretty nice. It definitely does not look at all like how I had planned in my mind. But there we go, tapping that down, and then I started to design the sides, and thankfully I have my little beautiful rose petals, which you'll see me come in within a second, and I'm able to put those on the top. And you're going to see the picture of what it looked like once it was done. And so be prepared for the cut. I'm also going to need a good name for this one too. So think of a name and comment and let me know what you guys think I should name this one.
35 seconds to show you the coolest soap I think I've ever made, but it could be a fail. This is Peppermint Surprise Soap, and it is in my Peppermint Mocha scent. I wanted it to have a light swirl inside, and then this soap frosting, which is brand new to me. I have never made it before, and chemically it's soap. But I do have some concerns that it won't dry right, so we'll see what happens. The glitter I'm adding here is biodegradable cosmetic glitter. And then I added these little half spheres on the side to cover up my pour piping because I'm not that good at it yet. So stay tuned for the cut. Let's see what happens.
I'm making a slab of watermelon soaps today, so I'm just going in with the green layer and then the white layer on there as well. This bit is so satisfying. And then I'm going to go in next with the pink layer, which contains poppy seeds for exfoliation. Now this is the first time that I've ever used a mould this big, so I did get the measurements wrong on the top with the design, but overall I thought this turned out really, really cute and I can't wait to use it.
You said you wanted more soap making videos, so here you go. I'm making a big batch of my lavender bliss soap today. The soap is layered, and I love to sprinkle dried lavender petals on top. I just think it looks really pretty. I only use pure essential oils in my soap bars, and the lavender essential oil in this one is super good for your skin. In my research, I found that this oil is naturally antibacterial, and it's believed to help with eczema, acne, fungal infections, anxiety and depression, and even menstrual cramps. Here's the cut. I know I didn't cut a straight line, which will probably bother a bunch of you, so I apologize. It bothered me too, and I'll probably have to take a couple of these bars out since they're too small and just use them for personal use. But anyways, I think these bars are so pretty, and I can't wait to have them restocked when I launch my website. It feels so good to be back from vacation, and I'm excited to be all caught up soon.
With every bar of soap I make, I always finish it off by beveling the edges. It's a very small detail, but it is very noticeable because the edges are really sharp, and this just makes it a lot more comfortable to hold. The only drawback to this though is you do end up with a lot of wasted soap. As you can see here, this is from 4 or 5 batches and it was quite a lot. So I mixed up some of my regular recipe, just a little bit less to make up for the amount of soap scraps I am mixing in. So this is what a lot of soap makers do, is we make confetti soap. It just reuses all the scraps and you still end up with a pretty good bar, and it's not very satisfying to watch, but it still looks nice at the end. So yeah, I'm gonna post cutting now.
Hey, my soap arrived melted. Hello, I'm so sorry about that. What was your order number? Oh, and it was red while I wanted blue, but I'm sure you just mixed up. And that's totally fine. I know how it can be running a small business. Oh wow, I'm really sorry. Do you have the order number or full name under the order? My order number was 1372. JK, my mom got me the soap and now she's in vacation and she doesn't answer me. How do I fix it? Can you please send me a photo? I threw it away. Please follow me back. I liked all your videos and follow both your accounts. Were you lying about the soap? Please, maybe. I was bored. I'm so sorry. Please follow me back. Have a great day. Calls me on Instagram. Hello. Please follow me, please. Remaking one of my first soaps. I originally called it Vanilla Black Currant, but now redone into a Black Raspberry Vanilla. I'm starting by making 2 layers of purple, one deep and one lighter. Dark purple is going first, followed by the lighter layer. These layers set up very nicely, smoothing out the layers, and then we can move on to the second half, which is going to be a swirl. Black is going to be the base and I'm pouring in a little bit of purple and white. Furthering the swirl with a whisk and then gently layering it on top. Gotta go slow and close to the mold. I don't want to overblend and mush the colors. I was going to stop there, but I really wanted to add a lilac frosting. Piping only has a small amount of purple, but I made it face the outside so it's more visible. So pretty. This color is definitely going to be used again. Can't do black raspberry without any raspberries. Made these purple ones with purple soap. Finally going to add some pink cornflower petals to the outside. I've been wanting to use these for a while and they were on top of the original soap as well. This is the original. How did I do?